You know, one of the coolest things about video games is that no matter what you like, what kind of gameplay, stories, and characters you prefer, there's always a perfect game for you.
Yeah, I mean, even within a specific genre like action, for instance, there's so many options, and the next couple of games we're about to show you are perfect examples.
Exactly. Whether your ideal weapon is magical hair, and like Marisha, she's got magical hair, some high heel mounted guns or omnidirectional mobility gear, and a pair of trusty blades. What? These next two games bring the action big time.
Bayonetta definitely didn't start out as a Nintendo exclusive series, but these days, I mean, she's right up there with Mario as a bona fide Nintendo icon. So it should be no surprise that a special 2-pack Bayonetta 2 plus Bayonetta is on its way to the Nintendo Switch. You'll step into the high-caliber shoes of Bayonetta, a witch who uses magical powers like the ability to shapeshift and Wicked Weaves, which are moves that allow her to summon demons using her hair. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But it's awesome, just trust me. But she's not all magic and hair. She uses conventional weapons like guns and swords, whips, bazookas, and so much more. But of course, with a special Bayonetta twist. Anybody can use 2 guns, but she likes to use 4 at once. Now, how does somebody use 4 guns at the same time, you might ask? Simple. 2 in her hands and 2 on her feet. And you just have to see it to understand it, but it's surprisingly effective. Fight evil angels, go to battle against massive bosses, and unravel the mystery of Bayonetta's past in this pair of critically acclaimed stylish action games. Now, when I say critically acclaimed, I mean it. The original releases for both of these games received Metacritic scores of 90 or higher, which is pretty impressive. Of course, it wouldn't be a proper re-release without some new features, right? The Switch version will include local co-op play, video capture, amiibo support, and more.
So let's talk Attack on Titan. It's one of the most popular modern anime series, blending dark fantasy and action as humanity goes to battle against giant humanoid creatures in a struggle to protect their cities. In 2016, we moved beyond simply watching all the action and became active participants when we joined the Survey Corps in the hack-and-slash video game Attack on Titan. The game featured key moments from the first season of the anime, and very soon our journey will continue in Attack on Titan 2. Following the events portrayed in the second season of the show, this is an evolved Attack on Titan. With more versatile omnidirectional action and evolved Titan interactions, expect the battles to be bigger and more intense than ever. But enhanced action isn't the only improvement Attack on Titan 2 promises. The in-game interactions have been improved to highlight the relationships between the characters. We'll even learn things about some characters that were previously never seen before. And speaking of characters, the roster of playable characters increases from 10 in the previous game to 30 this time around. Would you rather create your own character? Well, you can do that too. With a deep character creation suite, you can customize pretty much everything, including body shape, hairstyle, facial features, clothing, and voice.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I love me some Attack on Titan, so score. All right, let's take a look at a few games that might not be on your radar yet, but probably should be. Here's Cole with this month's Hidden Gems.
What is going on?
Greetings, Earth humans! I am King Obram Lamarche, supreme ruler of the throwaway sci-fi planet Star Trek Marathon 6. We have taken captive your awkward yet slender television host in order that we may procure the ever-valuable hidden gems.
Whoa, okay, they are not literal gems, okay? It's just a figure of speech.
Silence! Based on our planet's extensive research, the gems will reveal themselves upon the completion of a verbal ritual, wherein the human recites precisely what is written in his sacred text, known as the script. Begin the ritual immediately.
Alright, I guess that's our intro for this month. Bonnie, Sean, go ahead and pull up the graphic and maybe see if we can get David Duchovny on the phone, or like Elon Musk maybe? Somebody who might have some insight on this? The first gem that I feel the need to clarify is merely a turn of phrase and not an actual valuable item.
Do not go off script!
Is Dynasty Warriors 9, the fresh-faced open-world newcomer in the hack-and-slash franchise that refuses to be yet another corpse in the NPC pile. 9 marks the first significant change of pace for Omega Force's long-running series in quite some time, and this new direction seems to make the most sense for the team's proverbial next step. From a development standpoint, it's difficult to tread the line between improving upon a franchise that cemented itself over the past 2 decades as being synonymous with linear, mission-based objectives and slice-through Black Friday crowds combat, and fundamentally altering what the title is to a point in which it feels out of place in its own catalog. While keeping the foundational elements of the series intact and really adjusting the way in which you interact with those elements, this new game will hopefully bring a fresh, Costco-sized bag of butchered meat to the table for our shameless and sloppy consumption. Pre-order this one now, lest you be left out of the feudal Chinese lore party, happening later this month. Next, we have Dragon Quest Builders on the Nintendo Switch, the previously PlayStation-exclusive spin-off game to the massively popular JRPG franchise of Dragon Quest. Builders released originally on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita in October of 2016 to mass acclaim, with critics praising its versatility and mixing its classic RPG gameplay with the modern sensibilities of its contemporaries, namely Minecraft. Despite the game boasting a tried and maybe all too true backdrop narrative about how the hero doing Minecraft stuff is gonna save the world from the evil whatever, what we can expect to enjoy about this game is, well, exactly that actually, the hero doing Minecraft stuff. There are some who might distance themselves from a spin-off game like this because it's not treated as a serious narrative that adds to the world's lore, but the game having a sense of humor about itself is no reason to outright dismiss an experience that's intended to be fun. Not every piece of media needs to be taken completely seriously. This game, for the most part, knows exactly what it is, and it'd be a shame for it to be shrugged away, much like the unfortunate misrepresentation of The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, whose massively underrated single-player experience was a unique take on classic Zelda dungeon puzzles that nobody seemed to care about because it wasn't serious or whatever. Get ready to pick some bricks and flick low-risk sticks at a player-made obelisk very soon. Hey, my throat is getting super dry. Can I trouble you for some water?
Alright, fine. Just keep reading, I'll be right back.
Thank you. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, where was I? Ah, yes, Secret of Mana HD. Originally released on the Super Nintendo back in 1993, Secret of Mana has cemented itself in history as one of the forefathers of the modern action role-playing game. At the time of its initial launch, the game was praised for its colorful graphics, unique drop-in, drop-out multiplayer integration, and outstanding music, and it seems as if we'll have some similar compliments for this HD remake, even if we do encounter a handful of doofy faces along the way. No, it's charming. Anyways, most will tell you that The Secret of Mana is an essential play for the 16-bit era of gaming, which makes its inclusion on the Super Nintendo Classic Edition released in September of last year all the more befitting.
Okay, here is your water. Please drink it quickly. My time is very valuable.
Awesome. Hey, read this last section for me while I drink this.
Oh, what? I don't... Oh, God. Okay, let's see. Secret of Mana HD will be hacking at sprites and capturing elementals for selfish personal gain exclusively at GameStop on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. It's a very strange thing you just had me say.
Nah, you did great. Thanks a lot. Looks like this pizza party's getting crazy, with the Devil May Cry HD collection finding a new blood-soaked home on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Oh, come on, that's not even what he says!
Whoa, save your outrage, Space King. That was only the first sentence. As you may recall, the Devil May Cry HD collection has already seen a release on home consoles, which took place shortly after the launch of Ninja Theory's reimagining of the property in 2013. However, in continuing Capcom's insistence on re-releasing games that they've already re-released, we're getting them again. But hey, you can't be too upset with getting more iconic hack-and-slash goodness with our old pal Dante. After all, he is easily the dreamiest member of the Backstreet Boys. I would race Max Bemis to hell for him. Anyhow, this latest iteration of the HD collection will be running at 60 frames per second on our current-gen home consoles, as well as on PC. So if you're looking for the most optimized way to experience the original DMC trilogy, with its demon-slaying, sibling rivalry, and more demon-slaying, you'll have to pre-order this one right here at GameStop before it blurs the line between retail and purgatory next month.
Okay, that was the last one, right? Why have the gems not revealed themselves?
Well, Space King, have you ever considered that maybe the real hidden gems were the friends we made along the way?
No, because I've been stuck in a room with you for what feels like ever, because I thought I was gonna get diamonds at the end of it. This is complete crap! God.
Well, if this is over now, for more information on any of these titles, speak with the guest advisor or maybe with the scientist at NASA or something, because he's breaking a lot of equipment over there, and I have a feeling I may be stuck here for a while.
How did you even get this job?
Thanks, Cole, and we will be seeing you very soon, my man. We have Cole Watson here in person after the break to talk about his top 3 most anticipated games of 2018. We'll be right back.